This summer, aside from recruiting new players to strengthen the squad, selling off those who are no longer fitting the team's needs is also a top priority, especially with the current roster having many underperforming players or those with just 1 year left on their contracts. Among the stars who might leave is Casemiro. The Brazilian midfielder has significantly declined in both physical condition and performance, making him no longer the player he was when he first arrived at the Theater of Dreams. Although the former Real Madrid star is determined to stay with the Red Devils next season, recently coach Erik broke his silence about the 32-year-old pupil. He also set an important condition if Casemiro wants to continue at Manchester United, which is the attitude towards playing, the factor that decides everything. In recent days, there have been many sources confirming that Old Trafford is eyeing defensive midfielder Manuel Ugarte, who has no future at Paris Saint-Germain and is forced to leave this summer. However, the $70 million price tag from the wealthy French club is too high, so the deal is still at a standstill. Although the Uruguayan star had previously reached a personal agreement with the Red Devils. Before that, Manchester United was also said to be interested in Jay Neves and Amadou Onana, midfielders who tend to play deeper with the aim of replacing Casemiro, who is predicted to leave this summer. The Brazilian midfielder has significantly declined since last season, with injuries and performance no longer as good as when he first joined the Theater of Dreams. There have been some quality offers from Saudi Arabia, but the former Real Madrid star does not seem to want to leave, instead continuing to stay and compete for a starting spot. Previously, there were rumors that number 18 did not participate in the FA Cup celebration due to disagreements with coach Erik and the management when they decided to put him on the transfer market. However, after the preseason friendly matches, we have seen the 1992-born star always present in the lineup. Although not outstanding in every match, Casemiro has somewhat regained his form and demonstrated his good situational awareness, especially in the match against Real Betis, where he displayed relentless energy with near-perfect aerial and ground duel rates and scored the goal to raise the score to 3-1. With what has been shown, many opinions suggest that perhaps the Dutch strategist will change his perspective on his pupil. And he has also made official statements to clarify the future of this 32-year-old player. Of course, along with that are reminders about the playing attitude not only for Casemiro, but for all players wearing the red shirt. Casemiro is now a leader in the team. He can make a lot of difference for us. About this boy's future, I can only say that all the players in the team want to contribute, make an impact even when coming on from the bench. And I hope they will continue to dedicate themselves to Manchester United next season. Thus, after all, coach Erik has emphasized the importance of the Brazilian star in the team. He may no longer be at the peak of his form, but his experience and championship DNA will greatly benefit the young players as well as Manchester United itself. And the most important thing is that number 18 must be ready to give his all for the club. If there is any other thought, then leave to find a new destination. You have to make a choice. We need a squad, and at all times, the team also needs healthy players and everything necessary for the match. Casemiro is always a very important factor. All the players there, if they want to play for us, want to play for the badge on their chest and show their value, then I hope they will continue to contribute to our team. The Dutch strategist always emphasizes the fighting spirit of his students. They may decline at times, but as long as they maintain a good attitude and determination to return, the door at the Theater of Dreams is always open to everyone. If not, then move to another team because Manchester United will not accommodate such players. Currently, Casemiro's role in the squad is not only as a defensive midfielder on the field, but also as a mentor helping younger players mature in all matters. We have seen how Toby Collier has gradually matured when playing alongside the former Real Madrid star, or before that, Kobbie Mainoo. The 20-year-old prodigy, predicted to move up to the first team next season, has had words of praise for his older brother, who is more than a decade his senior. I think I had some decent matches. There are many things I can do better, but it's great to experience such a game and I can bring it into the next game or right in tomorrow's training. Yes, playing next to Casemiro is really valuable. He is one of the best players ever in that position. It's amazing for someone like me to learn from him. Even just watching Casemiro train and playing right next to him in every match brings a lot. He always talks and helps me with the smallest things. It's really wonderful, and of course, not only me, but the other boys are also helped by KC in such a way. He is a true leader of the team. Once a star who received much expectation when joining the Red Devils from Real Madrid, The Brazilian midfielder did not disappoint anyone with an extremely impressive first season. He and Eriksen upgraded the team's midfield, and the deserved result was the Carabao Cup trophy, along with finishing third to return to the UEFA Champions League. However, moving into the last season, age began to affect number 18 quite a lot. His physical condition was no longer guaranteed, injuries occurred continuously, and most importantly, his performances slowed down significantly compared to before. All of this created many mistakes or wrong predictions, making it easy for opponents to get past him. Because of that, the 1992-born boy received countless criticisms from fans, leading to numerous reports that Old Trafford was putting him up for sale. The story of him not attending the FA Cup trophy celebration also raised rumors that Casemiro would leave. But with what coach Erik ten Hag and his younger teammates shared, the future of this midfielder becomes brighter as he still holds value in the current squad, especially when the player recruitment process is not going smoothly. The fact that Casemiro is receiving interest from clubs in the Middle East has been confirmed by transfer expert Fabrizio Romano. Earlier, the Italian journalist said that Manchester United was waiting for official moves from partners to quickly proceed with this deal. Clubs in the Saudi League are very interested in Casemiro. The contacts are still very strong, and it is expected that there will be more progress in the coming days. Although Manchester United has not received any official offer yet, there is indeed interest in the player's transfer from Saudi Arabia. Given that this type of player still holds value in football environments outside of Europe, it is understandable why the 1992-born midfielder is attracting much attention from oil-rich giants. And if continuing to serve at Old Trafford is no longer possible, moving to other football environments, specifically the Middle East, where Casemiro can earn a massive amount of money, is not a bad option for the Brazilian midfielder. The player, who has won the Copa America and 5 UEFA Champions League titles with Real Madrid, will find this a suitable stop to enjoy the last period of his career without too much pressure. However, all of this is still in the future. For now, Casemiro needs to prove himself to regain the trust of coach Erik ten Hag and meet the expectations of the fans. The position of midfield leader is still waiting for the Brazilian midfielder's strong return next season. He may not be at the peak of his form, but his experience and championship DNA will greatly benefit the young players as well as Manchester United itself. If he continues to be determined to serve, number 18 himself must be ready to overcome all challenges. And with that determination, the door at the Theatre of Dreams is always open. Manchester United has experienced an unsuccessful season, and they need a more united team than ever to come back stronger, especially with those who have fought for many years and brought glory like Casemiro. The fighting spirit of a warrior and leadership from a leader will be the key to helping this team go far in the new season.